Hello and welcome everyone to the week ahead commodity report, where we of course will be reviewing the markets for the week ahead. Now, historically, the second quarter has always been considered as one of the most lucrative periods of the year for commodity traders, and so far that trend, it is certainly living up to expectations. Traders are pumping more money into the commodity markets right now than at any other time in the last decade to capitalize on the biggest macro themes driving the markets, from rapidly surging global inflation, rate hikes, geopolitical risk, which all combined continue to present savvy traders with an endless flow of back-to-back profitable opportunities to generate huge profits fast. When inflation accelerates at a red-hot pace, so does the price of commodities, and that's why it's no surprise that commodities, they're outperforming every other asset class out there and are on track for their biggest price increase on record in a century. Data released last week showed US inflation is now running at a new 4-decade high of 8.5% from a year ago. That's the largest annual increase since 1981. According to economists, if inflation continues to accelerate at the current pace, then we're only months away from a return to double-digit inflation on the same scale last seen in the 1970s. Accelerating inflation, that's fueling an unstoppable commodity supercycle, which is sending everything from the metals to the energies to agriculture markets skyrocketing to new record highs. So far this year, oil prices, they've soared to $130 a barrel to hit their highest level in a decade, whilst gold prices, they extended the parabolic rally from just under $1,800 per ounce to a high of $2,070 per ounce, just $5 short of an all-time record high reached in August of 2020. That bullish momentum also spilled over into a number of other commodities, including aluminium, copper, lithium, platinum, palladium, uranium, zinc, coffee, wheat, lumber, all blasting through all-time highs. Elsewhere, US natural gas prices, they also joined the long list last week by hitting an all-time high of $7. US natural gas prices have now doubled since January, posting a whopping gain of over 96% so far this year. That spectacular surge in price has prompted traders to increase their bullish calls for prices to soar further to hit $10 by the summer. In total, 27 commodities, ranging from the metals to the energies to the soft commodities, they have tallied up astronomical double to triple digit gains so far this year. Has all the money been made? Not by a long shot. This is just the beginning. According to Goldman Sachs, we're still on the first innings of a multi-year, potentially decade-long commodity super cycle. Make no mistake, this market won't wait for you. Commodity super cycles, they're rare. They've only been 5 in the last 200 years, and on average, they only come around every 40 years. We may never see another commodity super cycle in our lifetime. My advice to you is do not waste a good commodity super cycle. If you've been waiting for the right time to get into the commodity markets, then right now is the time you've been waiting for. There's a lot of traders that missed out on the previous commodity super cycles. The ones that saw the opportunity and took action, they accumulated life-changing wealth. Trust me, you don't want to be the person who knew about this, had a chance to capitalize on one of the greatest trading opportunities of our lifetime, and missed out yet again. Banks, hedge funds, they are making multi-billions capitalizing on the week-to-week opportunities across the commodity super cycle, and it's not so different for the retail market. The majority of our clients at the Gold and Silver Club, utilizing our proprietary research-driven trading approach, they've already made in excess of 6 and 7 figures so far this year, and we're only 4 months into the year. Whichever way you look at it, the case for commodities in a well-diversified portfolio, that has never been more obvious than it is right now. So with that, let's move over to the charts and we'll talk you through exactly what we're looking at here as we go into next week. So as we recapped with you on Friday's special report for gold, silver, and also crude oil, gold did exactly what we talked you through over the last couple of weeks, which was to expect this slingshot move higher over the month of April. We talked you through all the buy opportunities between 1,890 up towards that 1920 zone, where we continue to accumulate positions. We built into 4 positions on gold, and over gold and oil last week, we banked 4,000 points profit. So these were trades that we talked you through in detail that we were taking during during our commodity reports over the last month. So again, this has all been documented. Feel free to go back and watch last week's report, especially on Friday, where we have further recapped on those exact reports, talking you through those big opportunities. And of course, now gold price is currently trading at 1 month highs. We've broken all the way out to 1,980 US dollars per ounce last week. So we've seen that slingshot move high that we talked you through to expect over the month of April. Not only that, crude oil prices last week, they surged 10% to the upside. We talked you through it before. Any opportunities for a dip back below $100 per barrel would be a great opportunity. We took the opportunity last week on Monday to sniper in with our clients at the Gold and Silver Club, and already we've banked over 1,000 points on crude oil and also 1,000 points on Brent crude oil from trades that we only executed last week on the Monday, and by the end of the week we were banking over 2,000 points over our crude oil exposure. Massive opportunities as always on commodities. Just take advantage of this week-to-week volatility where you're seeing crude oil move 10% like this in a week. It gives you such a great advantage to come in and out of the market on a regular basis. We also caught the previous breakout on crude oil, a 2,000 point move to the upside that we saw over March there, banked into strength, and then again, once we've had the corrected price action to the downside, back towards the 1 month lows, we've reloaded yet again and taken advantage of the 10% breakout in the last week. So again, I hope that many of you have been capitalizing on the energy breakouts that we've seen here over the last week. We've documented this in detail on our commodity reports during the course of the week as well. Then moving over to silver. So silver also in the last week had a 3.5% gain to the upside. As you mentioned to you, typically in the lead up to the Easter break, markets are on risk on. So that means what you tend to see, especially for commodities, as they rally in the lead up to the Easter break. There tends to be a lot of optimism in the markets, and that can further propel commodities higher. We've absolutely seen that in the last week. We maintain all of our exposure over the last week, and we've just continued to make sure that we trim some profits where it's relevant, banking into strength on these large surges to the upside within the commodity super cycle that we are seeing at the moment. And natural gas prices breaking out to all-time highs in the last week, and also doubling in price so far in 2022 as the overall commodity super cycle continues to be one of the best wealth generating opportunities over the next decade. As we enter a new economic climate, the importance of having an essential income generating skill like trading, that has become a must-have necessity if you want to actually reach your long-term financial goals in these rapidly changing markets. You can't just stockpile cash in a savings account, because rapidly surging global inflation, that will erode your wealth and purchasing power, and instead you need to make your money work as hard for you as you've worked hard for it. With that said, there's no surprise that commodities, they have firmly positioned themselves as one of the most exciting and liquid asset classes, which continue to present savvy traders with unlimited opportunities to generate huge profits fast. Extraordinary times, they do create extraordinary opportunities. Right now, these markets are a trader's paradise. Banks, hedge funds, they are making multi-billions capitalizing on the super cycle, and it's not so different for the retail market. The majority of our clients at the Gold and Silver Club are utilizing our proprietary research-driven trading approach. They've already made in excess of 6 and 7 figures so far this year, and we still have another 9 months left to go. If you've been kicking yourself for missing out on some of the biggest trading opportunities so far this year, and you still want to make 2022 your best year yet, then you still have time. If you take action now, we are seeing one of the greatest wealth transfers ever in history. The time to start making money in this commodity super cycle is right now. One of the biggest obstacles that holds 95% of retail traders back from achieving their desired success, it's not having access to the professional strategies and institutional level data and market intelligence to make confident decisions with accuracy in these highly profitable markets. If you follow the wrong strategy, or worse still, if you lack access to the right data at the right time, you will end up wasting lots of time, money and effort and have no results to show for all of your hard work. If you want to thrive and not just survive in these highly macro-driven markets, you need to adapt and utilize a professional, research-driven approach. Having access to the right data at the right time, it is the single greatest difference between ordinary and extraordinary results. Trading like every other misguided retail trader out there, using outdated technical analysis or gimmicky technical indicators, that will not work. As traders, we have a superior advantage to capitalize on every highly lucrative move fast. No matter if the markets move up, down or sideways. You need to know exactly when to buy, when to sell, but also more importantly, which asset class to focus on and when. The greater your data and intelligence, the greater your edge in navigating these fast moving markets with superior levels of precision, confidence and profitability. We still have another 8 months left to go of this year. Never underestimate what you can achieve in the next 8 months from now with the right guidance and mentorship. You can always give people the right skills, knowledge and strategies to transform their financial future. One thing you can't give them back is the time they have lost. Time is the most valuable commodity that we have. Make sure that you don't waste it. If you want us to help you achieve the same level of wealth and success as our clients at the Gold and Silver Club, then there is an opportunity for you to join our professional mentorship program. As a member, you get access to our exclusive live trading room webinars. You get access to real-time trade ideas, access to our institutional research and market intelligence, access to our private members academy website, and also support and one-to-one mentoring. For more information, just go to www.jointhelivetradingroom.com. The link is also below this report in the description. So just click on the link, make an application, and we will of course get in touch with you ASAP.